Hello my friends, I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be about keystone habits / my obsession with my monthly wisdom obsession that I have just been dying to talk about on the internet because it has changed my life over the past few weeks and I'm just super excited about it, and it's helped me a lot and I'm hoping that it can help one of you out there. So the topic that I'm talking about today came from an episode on the Mel Robbins podcast with Charles Duhigg. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And they talked about, I think the title, I'll put the title somewhere, but it was like something like 7 habits or something like that, or habits that will change your life, something like that. I don't think it was 7 habits because he doesn't talk about 7 habits in the video. But the video talked about 3 keystone habits, and particularly 2 of the 3 are really like shaping and changing my life a lot. So that's what I wanted to talk about. The 3 keystone habits that he shared was morning routine, exercise, and tracking your habits. And the first 2 are the ones that I have been doing for super strictly and consistently for about a month now, and everything that he talked about in that video I feel like is so true and, like I said, changed my life. He talks about morning routine, which I've always been a morning routine person, but I didn't realize until he put it in the context of this and like I've become even more intentional, and I also perceive what I'm doing as like a help to my life. But he talks about morning routine is one of the most important keystone habits because often what we do in the morning predicts how we're going to feel the whole rest of the day. So if you have a rushed, busy, chaotic morning, the whole rest of the day you're probably going to feel anxious, rushed, and chaotic. But if you wake up early, and he talks about 3 things that you should implement in your morning routine, which his framework is RCA: relaxation, connection, and anticipation. And I realized I do these things in my morning routine already, but now like just intentionally labeling them as that has really made a big difference. So in the morning, before, I've been doing the same morning routine whether I go to work or whether I am off that day, and I kind of just have like 2 different frameworks of like what I do, which I can go into more depth here in a second. But I do the same base morning routine. I wake up at 5 in the morning, do my morning routine, which maybe I can put a clip in here as well about what my morning routine is. And then I go to work at 6 in the morning. On my days off, I do my morning routine, and I sometimes just naturally wake up at 5 a.m. or like 5:20 a.m. And if I do, then I'll just get up then. But I don't set an alarm on my days off, and I normally never sleep past 6:20, 6:30 in the morning. So, and I'm usually, to be honest with you, most days hope that I sleep until 6:30 or 6:20. That way I can go a little bit further in the day and be a little bit more awake. Because if I wake up at 5 on my days off, I am so tired at the end of the day, and yeah. But then I do my morning routine on my days off, either at 5 or 6 in the morning, and then I go to the gym. I pretend like the gym is going to work, and then after the gym I come back home, I do my either shower, do my hair, do my makeup, and then I cook a bigger breakfast. And I always eat a banana with peanut butter before I work out. Also learned from Mel Robbins, and that has also been a game changer. I can work out so much harder if I eat a little tiny snack. And then after my workout, I've been eating scrambled eggs on toast and with cheese after the workout to just give myself a little bit more protein. And then before work, I eat Greek yogurt with mixed berries, chia seeds, and then at work during like 8 a.m.-ish, I guess I always eat 2 breakfasts in the morning. I eat a protein bar while I'm like charting my patient's assessments in the morning. But yes, maybe I'll put in a little clip of my morning routine because I'm obsessed with morning routines. And then the second keystone habit, oh, well, I guess I should go into the RCA. So, RCA, they talk about, when he talks about relaxation, connection, and anticipation, I can say what I do. I guess we'll start with anticipation because it's the first thing I do in the morning. So I wake up, I drink water, I take my medicine, and then I will do my 5-minute journal, which I have been doing for like 12 years now, since I was like 14. So maybe 11 years, because I just turned 25. Which I got from Mimi Icon and Alex Icon. So I used to buy their journal, and now I just do it on a Google Doc, the same prompts that I did on that in the journal when I was younger as a teenager, which is kind of cool that I have all these years of like this information of journal. So every morning I answer 3 amazing things. What are 3 things that would make today great? And I write at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. Usually I can write more, but at minimum I have to write 3. And then at night, I always write 3 amazing things that happened today. And I'm also, sometimes, if I'm feeling like it, I would say very rarely, but sometimes if I'm feeling like it, randomly throughout the day, I can add things to that list if I want to, because I feel like every hour I have amazing things that happen and things I'm grateful for. So yeah, so my anticipation for the day is my 5-minute journal, because I'm asking 3 things that would make today great. And I'm thinking my morning routine will make today great, exercising will make today great, working and connecting with coworkers at work, or helping people since I'm a nurse in my job, or eating really yummy, delicious food, or talking to my boyfriend, or talking to my family, or talking to my sister or my best friend, or like some things that I put down for 3 amazing things, 3 things that would make today great. And then for connection, I always text my boyfriend and my family good morning as soon as I plug my phone in the bathroom. So that's usually pretty motivating for me to hop out of bed so I can get to the bathroom to check my phone. And I text my parents and my sister and my boyfriend good morning every morning. That's my moment of connection at the bare minimum, and it's completely in my control. And then sometimes if I'm really lucky, my boyfriend or my parents are up, and I will FaceTime them and talk to them before I go to work. I usually do this particularly on the days that I have to go to work. Like I'll FaceTime them that early in the morning, because on the days I'm off I can talk to them at any point in the day. But when I work 12-hour shifts, it's like I can talk to you before 6 in the morning and I can talk to you after 8 p.m. So it kind of like squeezes or crunches that time a little bit. But then relaxation, there's 2 things that I have been doing for relaxation. I eat breakfast and I give myself 20 minutes to sit down here at this table. I have a beautiful apartment on the 20th floor that is like dark, and it's just calm in the morning, and it's beautiful outside, and the city is just calm. And so I will either slowly eat my breakfast and look out the window, and that has been a game changer in how I feel in the morning, eating a slow breakfast. Or I'll be on FaceTime with my family and I'll still be eating slow, but just having good conversation, which is great as well. And then the second thing that I've been doing for relaxation is I spend 5 to 10 minutes and I do my makeup. And again, I either do my makeup and I'm just like really appreciating my body and the products that I have that I get to put on my face that smell great, and it's like kind of like a moment of like mindfulness and like really like, yeah, just being mindful. Or I'll be FaceTiming one of my favorite top 4 people in my life, and I think both of those are great ways to spend my time in the morning. So relaxation is the breakfast and doing my makeup. The second keystone habit he talks about is exercise, which has also been like a life-changing thing for me. For exercise, he was explaining that people who exercise the reason why it's a keystone habit and what keystone habits are to him is something that is a habit that you do that makes all the other habits in your life better, like, or makes your life better or makes your choices better. And so morning routine, you make better choices in the day. If you have a morning routine, you feel better the rest of the day. Exercise blew my mind after I started doing some more research on this. But in the episode, he talked about how people who exercised in the morning, there was a research study that showed they spend less money on their credit cards during the day and they pick healthier lunches. And I'm like, in my own personal experience, I can agree that when I exercise in the morning, I make much better choices throughout the day without even trying. And so I was like, and it's been motivating me to work out every single day on my day off. And I absolutely just love working out now. And it's never like, I don't know, like I've always worked out a lot. Some days I feel more resistant to do it, and other days I feel like super motivated. Yeah, I'm gonna go work out. But now that I have this different, I feel like sometimes in the past working out was more for vanity reasons or like longevity health reasons that are like so far down the road that I'm never gonna see. And now working out in the morning for me is like, I'm working out in the morning to make, like, it's tangible. It's like my day will be better now. And so it's been really motivating me. And I have not missed a day of working out for a month, every day that I've been off. And I've just been super motivated to go. But after that, after he talked about all the benefits, I went to ChatGPT and I was like, tell me all the benefits of exercise. And it like blew my mind. And ChatGPT said that exercise is the closest thing that we have to a magic pill. And if all the benefits that we get from exercising existed in a pill, we'd be prescribing it to everybody. It'd be mandatory to take. And I was like, phew. And the list, it talks about like, honestly, I should just pull up the list and just read to you the list. Probably have. All right, found it. Okay, here is all the list of all the benefits of working out. Improve physical health, improves heart health and lowers risk of heart disease, helps regulate blood sugar and reduce risk of type 2 diabetes, builds and maintains muscle mass, strengthens bones and reduces osteoporosis risks, improves joint health and mobility, supports healthy digestion, improves sleep quality and circadian rhythm, boosts immune function, helps maintain a healthy weight, reduces chronic inflammation, improves balance and coordination, prevents falls / injury, increases energy and stamina for daily life, slows age-related physical decline, long-term health and longevity, lowers risk of many chronic diseases, increases lifespan, improves quality of life as you age, helps maintain independence later in life, mental health and emotional health, reduces anxiety and stress, decreases symptoms of depression, improves mood through endorphins and neurotransmitters, increases resilience to emotional stress, improves self-confidence and body image, provides a healthy outlet for frustration or anger, creates a mental clarity and better focus, improves emotional regulation, brain health, improves memory and learning, enhances concentration and productivity, lowers risk of congenital decline and dementia, increases neuroplasticity, your brain adapts better, hormones and metabolism, improves insulin sensitivity, helps regulate appetite and hunger hormones, supports healthy cortisol, stress hormone levels, increase metabolic efficiency, supports reproductive and overall hormonal health. Daily life makes everyday tasks feel easier, like walking stairs or lifting things, reduces aches and pains from sitting for long periods of time, improves posture, enhances endurance for long busy days, helps you recover faster from physical stress, physical and identity benefits, builds discipline and self-trust. I do what I say I do, creates structure and routine, reinforces a sense of control during stressful times, acts as a keystone habit that improves all other habits, sleep and food. Social and lifestyle can be socially or community building, increases confidence in social settings, makes aging feel less scary, and more. That's not even the end of the list, but I'll stop there. And so after I heard that, I was like, man, I've been so motivated to work out, and I just want to work out every single day because of all the benefits that exercise has, and there's like nothing else we have on this planet. Every day when I'm working out, I'm like taking my magic pill right now, and I like genuinely have fun during my workouts as well. Not every day, I would say. Some days, some workouts are harder than others, but like I would say 85% of my workouts I absolutely love doing. So the third keystone habit that he talked about was tracking. And I guess this didn't hit me as hard because I already track like my goals. And I feel like Mel Robbins' perspective on it was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so boring. And I'm like, oh, I do that with everything. I track my income, I do a budget, and I track every expense into categories. I track my workouts, the days that I do my workout and what I did for that workout. And I have a number goal that I'm trying to hit, and I keep writing down on my little Google Doc with all my goals, which I've showed in the past for my goal system. I track when I hang out with my friends, because that was something that I wanted to get better at for a long time, is hanging out with friends more often. I track everything. I track so much stuff. So I guess that one wasn't as mind-blowing to me, but I think it's still a great tip if you're not tracking. Tracking will help you achieve whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Anyways, this was kind of a very informal, rambly video. Thanks for sticking with me. I've just been so obsessed with these 3 keystone habits. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye.